for this video, it gonna be a freaking cluster. So I'm gonna do a quick review on all these chapters, man. All 10 in a row. Crazy, right? So without further ado, let's start with chapter 947. Here's the rundown. Big Mom demolished Luffy. If you gotta remember from chapter 946, Luffy at the end of that chapter was trying to do that move that Hirogoro told Luffy to do when it comes to the armament hockey. Guess what? He failed. And eventually Queen got his ass back up from getting his ass handed to him by Big Mom. And he developed a plan for him to subdue her like he ever. Lo and behold, Queen climbing up on top of one of the buildings in his whole, I think, hybrid zone mode? No. Him being like Brachiosaurus. Can't tell if you actually a hybrid. But I do know he was standing up. That's for sure. And he decided to go plummet down to Big Mom. Full speed ahead to her. Full speed ahead. Head to head. Headbutt. Headbutt. Queen did the damage. Wait, whatever damage it was. He might think there was no effect to him, but the truth of the matter was, Big Mom was good. Also got her memories back. She was pretty pissed. Queen was pretty scared. But she went to sleep. So Queen cannot sleep on him, alright? Don't sleep on my boy. Do not sleep on the most entertaining commander in all of One Piece. No nothing. So after that, Queen decided to take Big Mom to Kaido's island, which is Onigashima, to see what's what. Come on, like he could have done anything with her. Could have threw her butt over to the sea and let her drown. But for plot's sake, she gotta live. And when Queen leaves Udon, it's pretty much free to the taking, considering the fact there was no other threats in front of Luffy that can get in his way. So he'll bring the business to Old Maidendom, and it's gonna be lit. And you wanna think that's gonna be all easy for Luffy until you get into chapter 948, where things get really not so messy, but a lot of things happen that end up going to Luffy's favor. Because why not? So, Luffy was flexing, trying to get the move. He trying to get down top of Hirogoro. Some spider dude, I forgot his name. I don't care about his name really. Pull out the pistols, claiming that he got some poison bullets to bring people down, which we'll know in the next chapter. And out of nowhere, Kowamashu, 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 definitely Kowamashu. Okay, Kowamashu straight up pop out of nowhere, say, "Yo, I'm about to smoke. What's up? It's gonna be lit. Better watch your back. You heard? Gonna be like that." And the rest of the scab just pulled up. Talk about the big lady. Not a big lady. Uh, I'll explain that in a minute. Raizo, Luffy, Chopper. I forgot it. Okiko? Yeah. Crazy thing is, she's a he. Yeah. People like, mostly, I won't say not people, but I know by watching the reviews prior to this video, like way back, saying that she was a he because of size wise. The way we're acting so girly, just yeah. So Okiko's a guy, and he got about to flex. Before that, Okiko straight up put up a mask, a Oni mask, try to be more intimidating. Even though, yeah, they're part of the Nine Scabbards. Even Hiro Goro put that out there too. So yeah, they had a flex. All of them had to flex. And we continue over to chapter 949. And I gotta say that this cool cover art of Oda that he posted up with the straw hats, pretty dope. Robin, sexy as always. Anyway, during the matter was happening, Luffy and Chopper gave the hands to the Beast Pirates along with the Nine Scabbards. Even Hero Girl got joined the fun. Eventually, Raizo tossed the keys to Killer and Kid, just for the sake of them assisting Luffy in the battle. Even though I know they're not gonna assist them in battle, so it's not gonna happen. Though Kid ponders the thought of him getting rescued the way he is, being weak and beaten. Sad Kid. I think Killer's the saddest, man. No doubt about it. He'll get that revenge sooner or later. Moreover, back to the fight. Spider Guy shot one of the bullets at one of the prisoners. The prisoner started acting up, and he explains out of the open that this bullet is very deadly, and once someone's affected by it, it can spread through anyone in the vicinity through physical contact. And that what Luffy did. Luffy saw all the prisoners getting freaking messed up by this contagious disease. The spider guy calls it mummy virus, developed by Queen himself. But what this chapter shows is how much does Luffy care, how much that Luffy gives off the essence of a leader with resolve, and how bad he wanted to defeat Kaido just to set these guys free. He's willing to give his life. And Old May try to give a fast one to them by blowing them up all at once with a mummy virus bomb so catastrophic that he dead dude probably will die. I think it wasn't a mummy virus. I think it was. It probably was, but hey, Luffy pulled up on it with the quickest of ease and let that freaking bomb explode inside his trunk, and Old May was down for the count. You would think that O would go as far to kill him off right, but this is freaking shonen. Of course, Luffy's not gonna kill people, even though that serum was reminding me of things that happened in First of the North Star with Zero do that little thing of his, Omayero Shinderu. Nani? You know how it is. You know how it is. And with the defeat of Old Maid and the rest of the Beast Pirates, Udon was captured by Luffy and them. So, moving on to chapter 950. Kid leaves with Killer, even though I call him Liller by time to time because, he lost a joke. Oh. But I digress. They leave to receive their crew, wherever they are. Meanwhile, Chopper is developing an antidote to counteract the disease that Luffy and the prisoner have gotten. And Tama and Momonosuke checked up on Luffy, see how he's doing. Nothing much to say here. They say, oh, their little banters, yada yada, laughs here and there, blah blah. Afterwards, when the Momo appeared from the prisoners, the prisoner was overjoyed that he was alive and well, and they give themselves. Oh no, they legit. No, no, they legit cried their eyes out to see that there's still hope for Kazuki and Wano, just for seeing son of Odin alive. But anyway, um, we turn we go to a graveyard to where Astro Doji with Kinemon party, reminiscing on the time that they were willing to go as far as treat their country. Astro Doji and the guys who were with him at the time, back in the time they're trying to like relate Wano, maybe 10 years ago prior or more. These guys went to Origashima just to defeat the Beast Pirates, but they all end up dead. It was unfortunate. And to my knowledge, I wouldn't blame Ashidoji for not being, you know, cooperative in the beginning, because it'd been years and years since what happened to Wano, and his heart was hardened and wasn't so, willing to be part of the cause. But I don't blame him for that. Nope. No. No, I do not. So he decided to join Kinemon party along with his men, and we turn back. We turn to Zoro, who is beating up some pursuers that was targeting him, along with Hiyori. Guy took them out. In a way, he felt saddened of Yashu's death. In a way, Zoro vowed to take down Orochi. Loki, I just wanted Zoro to get a major W, like taking down Orochi, like killing him at least. But I know he's not gonna die. No way. Nobody gonna get dropped by the good pirates. Nah, that's not happening. It's not that kind of manga. And by the end of the chapter, you see a final battle of Law captured, beaten by Hawkins. Along with him was S. Drake, pondering about something. And that's gonna be talked about later on in this video. That's gonna be talked about later on. So, going into chapter 951, Orochi is mad about the Straw Hats escaping. And because of that, he put out some wanted posters for anyone who sees them get brought in by authorities immediately. Law is that dude. And Hawkins gladly applied for that, because previously, chapters before 946, Law was attempting to free his crew, and Hawkins threatened to kill them. Well, no way. Law was going to assist Hawkins to kill them, because, Hawkins' ability. And Hawkins' ability is pretty broken. It's pretty broken. And I don't blame him for being like that. Once again, complications. Like the Straw Hats going through all Wano, not sneakily with their half-baked disguise. At the time, Kiyomon and the gang come upon boats to go to Onigashima. Big whoop. But that's not what I want to talk about. I don't care none about that. I don't care about that. What I do care is that Big Mom and Kaido's meeting. Now this was cool. And during that time, Kaido bought the pull up of Big Mom. She was eaten, getting fed by the Beast Pirates, and having the Calamities guarding Big Mom. King was stunned that she survived, and freaking Queen was pissed. Jack wonders why Queen brought Big Mom, and Queen was still pissed. And pretty much a stupid question. And Queen was still saying that he couldn't done not anything else. And he panicked. And Big Mom, being a Yonko as she is, being the Yonko as she is, gave an offer to King that he can join the Big Mom Pirates for as a way to excuse his actions against her and the crew earlier in the arc. King refused that, obviously. And then Kaido showed up, telling his men to relieve the cuffs, and the battle begins between two Yonkos. And you see the big panel of the skies getting split. That was crazy. Crazy. So crazy that it continued in chapter 952. In this chapter, showed a lot of stuff that I liked. Especially with Zoro attacking that one dude who was guarding the bridge, the crossover, talking smack to Zoro about having Shinsui or whatever. But that was like one part of the chapter that I liked, because Zoro wasn't gonna back down. The part that I did like about this chapter was, Kaido and Big Mom duking it out. Funny part about that chapter was Queen was trying to leave the beef. I don't blame him though. With crazy monsters like that going at it, you gotta dip. Made sure that Udon was like still, able. While be able, I mean able to check in on. And since Old Maid delivered the report that everything was fine, in reality, Tama gave Old Maid her a dongo from her? Yeah, her dongo, her devil fruit. The one that controls animals. Turns out it'll control any of all gifters. No matter how strong they are. It's a dangerous ability. Go as far to like control all of animals. Ancient or mystic, maybe. I'm just saying. It's a possibility. It's a busted devil fruit. My boy Luffy finally been cured by Chopper. Luffy and the rest of the prisoners got cured up by Chopper. Cool. Hirogoro meet up with other Yakuza's bosses. I'm not gonna bother mentioning their names, but they're there. And they definitely agreed to how rally up the forces go against Kaido. Little um thing happened about Luffy, calling out Gramps the way he is. The Yakuza bosses thought it was disrespectful. Hirogoro made sure it was all good. And bosses left, do their thing. But warning Luffy about what he said. Luffy don't care. Small things. Small things happened not worth talking about. But Kuromasu appeared during that scuffle with the bridge dude and Zoro. Iori was happy, and by the end of the chapter, the members of the Beast Pirates appeared, trying to squall the beef going on, whatever. And Zoro, Kuromasu, you know, common sense, team up to beat up the choppers of the Beast Pirates. And we move over to 953. Simple enough. Zoro Kuromasu beating up the members of the Beast Pirates. While that crap was going on, the bridge keeper flee with his life. And you see Zoro chasing the dude after him. And when the dude went out of sight, Kuromasu ponders of the time that he was with this fox. Only because he was looking for weapons for, the resistance to go against Orochi and Kaido. The fox didn't want to allow that because his foreign master, who was, with him at the time before he died, was guarding the treasure weapons for those who died against Kaido. So, maybe not died against Kaido, but I think was there beforehand. But Kuromasu was really stubborn, and the fox saw his stubbornness and let him go. Around that time, he was chilling with Kuromasu. All their time together, spent together, seasons by seasons, months by months, that they became somewhat whatever. Eventually, the guys were I can't say it. Eventually, these guys were. Eventually, these guys were the best of friends. And time move on. Kuromasu was eventually captured during his stroll around the village, looking for some stuff to eat with the fox. Never came back. So the fox decided for himself to guard the bridge. And he was inspired, not inspired, but yeah, very much, yeah, he was pretty much inspired by Kuromasu with the whole get up thing. And the fox leaves. And we found out the fox was just the big sword dude on the bridge fighting against Zoro. And because of that, Zoro and the gang scored some big time weapons for the army to have at their disposal. Time of the war. Dope. Going into chapter 954, Hirori talks about the swords of her father, and there were two of them. Ami no Habakiri and Enma. I forgot to mention Enma in the last chapter. Whoops. Enma, it's a big old power up for my boy Zoro. It is. Because it stated that that sword was able to cut Kaido. It was a Oda. Oda using that sword and used it against Kaido. It was able to leave a scar on the big man. If you guys forgot that time when Kaido first appeared, or seen Kaido previously, he had a scar at his lower abdomen on his left side. It was there. X marked the spot. And Zoro's thinking about trading up Shinshui for Enma because he already bought it again that Shinshui is a treasure of their homeland. and she asked nicely to have Shishu return to Wano. Zoro agrees, and we pan to Law beating up, destroying Hawkins, like legit, in a one-on-one fight. Straight up destroy Hawkins, and Law asks him why he betrayed Kid, and Hawkins elaborated that there was nothing he could have done. There was no way he could actually survive getting into a fight with Kaido. So the best thing he could have done was betray Kid and join the Beast Pirates. But at the time, he only betrayed Kid because freaking Apu wasn't a member of the Beast Pirates to begin with. Whether or not it was before time skip or after, this dude Apu was a member of the Beast Pirates. And I can tell you guys this: there was no way that Apu knew Kaido gonna pull up. It even shocked him. So in all this, it was straight up coincidence. No planning, straight up coincidence. And Law leaves Hawkins the way he was, and somewhat thinking the dude who let him out, unaware of what his true motives was. And a guy in the background just let Law go, obviously. But I do know who he is. I'm gonna talk about that later. Now, freaking Luffy continued his training, and everybody else, the Straw Hats and the Red Scabbards, plan to evade Omigashima. It's a long dispute of how they gonna like enter the island, how they gonna set up their men, how many weapons gonna send and be acquired of them, boats as well. A lot of stuff been talked about infiltrating the island. It's a lot to go over. You can read it yourself. And by the end of the chapter, you just see Apu talking to freaking Kaido over the phone. Him building up the party. Not just him, but the numbers as well. The numbers? Who are the numbers? Well, we never saw them before. All I know is this: they are big freaking dudes. They're like probably bigger than regular giants. Maybe as big as them, but it's tough to say. They look like freaking monsters. No doubt about it. And the numbers obviously are lower than the calamities, so it's all good. Big news. The biggest news that come out the one was freaking Kaido and Big Mom teaming up. Horrifying to think that. Very horrifying. Period. And we go right into chapter 955. Zoro coming back to the rest of the gang, the Straw Hats, with freaking the rest of the Red Scabbards. Except for Iori, decided to stay behind, go somewhere. Don't know where, but everybody was cool with it. Well, not everybody was cool with it, but they were cool with it. And Mama was happy that his sister was safe. Sanji getting jealous the fact that he was with Hiyori for a long period of time. And you know what? That was petty of Sanji. Lanji was petty. But I digress. How petty that this dude Sanji is. But let's continue. One of the Tenju dude, you know, the caretaker of Tama, appeared before everybody and talking about the swords of Enma and that one sword of Momo's. Momo was reluctant to even have the sword right now because he's not still enough. And they plan to use it some other time when he can. For Enma though, Zoro was flexing that sword, and boy is strong. Boy is dumbly strong. So strong that it requires freaking strength, crazy strength. Like his Zoro's arm will start to like thin out because the power of Enma is that strong, is that crazy, man. Enma is dope. Enma Zoro has arrived, and by the time he's prepared himself physically and mentally, he is going to whoop ass. And that is a fact. That is a fact. And the rest of the chapter was just everybody else doing the same thing they did last chapter. Legit. What about everybody else? Talk about the Straw Hats, talk about the Alliance, all of them doing the same thing. Legit. Legit. I'm not playing with you. They did the same thing again. Except this. The Red Scabbards, all 7 of them, decided to head out to I think, the port. I believe it was the port. Along with Momo. So, the port where they actually go on the boats to head over to Onigashima. That was definitely it. Yeah, that was definitely it. But to everybody's surprise, Orochi got some info about what the Alliance was doing. And who would tell him? Trafalgar D. Water Snitch Ass Lord. I don't think Locke is a snitch. No, he's not a snitch. I don't think he is. But it's funny to think that Lord just out of the blue decided to rat out all of them. On to the next final chapters I'm gonna review is freaking Morgan's, man. Morgan's the MVP of this chapter. Because at the time, after the rally was over, a lot of people was just going off about what happened. And Morgan's thinking about exploding all that big news out there with no restraint. And he got a letter from the government saying that restrain the news of what happened. And you see Morgan decline to that. Now, what comes next is gonna be one of my favorite part of that chapter. Freaking Morgans got hauled up by one of the members of Cyberpunk. Don't know what area he's from 1 to 9, maybe 0. Who knows? All we know that he was a Cyberpunk agent to make sure that demands of the government is met. Morgans decided to molly up the dude. Don't know how he did it, but I have my creativity to that. And he gave the hands to the dude. After that, his whole establishment decided to rise up and go somewhere else. Freaking Looney Tunes style. Freaking Looney Tunes style. Taking the island, fly it somewhere else, another location. That's dope. But that's not the only thing that made me feel some type of way. It was the demolishment of the freaking warlord system, man. Buggy is out of business because what the kingdoms, 2 of them, right? The one from Dressrosa and Alabasta decide to like, yo, the warlords are whack, get them out of here. So we reported those 2 and others. They decided to have the warlord system be removed up entirely, and all of them are regulated to ordinary pirates. And because of that, they decided to go and catch them. And it ain't gonna be an easy fight either. Everybody, man. I'm talking about Mihawk, Boa, Buggy, Weevil. I think that's it. But the next thing I know is that a couple things that happened. Sabo, something happened to Sabo that is not being delayed to us at the moment. But I do know I think Sabo got casted out. Revolutionaries are actually freaking out about this too. And BB, you see a channel BB talking about he gotta get something for the Marines do, you know? Don't know where it is. Curious about it. But finally this dude getting off his butt and put it in work. I'm glad to see that. S Drake, op, Kobe, op equals what? Why Kobe S Drake have a particular thing? What did they do that make them think that just talking? Kobe, S Drake, they're talking. Why? Because they're both the members of Sword. Whatever the other Sword is another um organized group in the world government on the Marines. I think it's not elaborated all that much, but Dex Drake is still an op. He's still an op regardless, which is cool. I mean, those days of when freaking Coral Zone, that dude Law looked up to, you know, do the thing. Just being an op for the Marines makes sense. But the next chapter made me smile all the more. We finally got the reveal of everything that we ever asked for. In chapter 957, previously was chapter 956, the Rocks Pirates are a very powerful bunch, including member people like Kaido, Big Mom, and freaking Whitebeard of all people. Freaking Whitebeard is a part of the Rocks Pirates. Blew my mind. Blew my mind. And not only that blew my mind. And what happened with the Rocks Pirates that made them disband was the duo of freaking Garp and freaking Gold D. Roger. Freaking dope. Dope, dope, dope. I like that a lot. You know what I like? Reveal of the captain. Rox D. Sabak. This dude is also a D. Not just a D, but he was the first formidable rivals of Gold D. Roger. It's so dope. And after the defeat of the Rocks, well, you get to see the bounty reveals of the Yonkos and Rogers himself. Now I'll tell you this: the story of the Rocks Pirates the story of the Rocks Pirates was told by none other than Son Goku. Because of withholding information from the new generation Marines, they don't know much about the Rocks and the history between Big Mom and Kaido. Since the alliance have been known by the Marines and the higher ups, the history needs to be revealed. Period. As well the bounties. And we've been wanting to know the bounties of these important characters, man. Past Yonko, the previous the previous Yonko, the Yonkos now, and the Pirate King. Now, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna speed through all that. I'll tell you guys right now. All the Yonkos that are alive now, except for Blackbeard, which is like 2 Billy up. All of them are 4 Billy up. And the highest among the 4 Billy full of is Kaido. Kaido had the highest bounty among all the uncles. Among all the uncles, he had the highest bounty. Shanks is the lowest for Billy Berry bounty, as of Big Mom in the middle. As for the men of old, Whitebeard and Roger, they're both are in the 5 billion berry range. Crazy, right? Very crazy. And that made me happy. The only thing I was kind of annoyed is that the fact that they're still putting Odin at this super duper OG Casanova type of dude. It was actually giving props by freaking Son Goku and freaking Sakazuki Akayuno. Speaking of Sakazuki, he told people to leave Wano alone because of crazy stuff going on. And before that, we got to see the aftermath of Sabo and the Revolutionary versus the Animals, which is Fujitora and Green Bull. We don't know what happened to Green Bull in that scuffle, but we do know that Fujitora got messed up by my boy Sabo. And you wanna know how I know it was Sabo? You saw these guys fighting against each other equally back at Dressrosa. And the only person who can actually give Fujitora the hands in the battle between revolutionaries who were there was definitely Sabo. Come on now. Hey, I don't know who actually assists Sabo. I mean, I do know who assists Sabo, but be real. Sabo was the one giving the most hands to these dudes. Point blank, period. Sabo is the dude that you could rely on with your life. End of story. So, I hope you guys feel, informed, caught up. Cause I know I'm caught up with my content. I can tell you this now. I'm planning to give another lengthy, quick review on all the chapters of My Hero since the previous one I left off with, and it's gonna be a good read, a good video. Blah 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 blah. It's gonna be a good read, looking over the previous chapters of My Hero Academia, because the arc now gonna be amazing. So watch out for that, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.